was even sent to prison in 2020 for exposing corruption, which involved the looting of public funds meant for public health. The problem that we are facing today has been happening for years, and we have been saying this, but the South African side was not as robust as it should have been with Zanu PF. 2,500 women die every year in Zimbabwe giving birth. That's why you have over 70% of women giving birth in Musina Hospital in Limpopo in South Africa being Zimbabwean. This has been caused by misgovernance by Zanu PF. This has been caused by the looting of public funds. And this has been caused by the incompetence generally in the Zimbabwean government. Now, when you look at the exact video that you referred to, it was about a Zimbabwean patient who was in South Africa for what is called elective operations. And these are operations that should have been happening in Zimbabwe. So instead of blasting the MEC, as many have chose to do, I choose to look at the root cause of this problem and say, would this video have happened if our system in Zimbabwe was working well? I've heard the argument of ethics that has been raised by so many people, including the EFF. That, again, is a South African argument. For me, as a Zimbabwean, the number one breach of ethics is the one done by the Zimbabwean government. President Emerson Mnangagwa took an oath of office, and that's the first breach of ethics that has taken place, where he vowed to protect the interests of every citizen, including public health. He has failed to do that, not because the Zimbabwean government or our country is broke and poor, but because his government and his political party that he leads have embarked on rampant corruption. To make your viewers understand what the problem is, all central hospitals in Zimbabwe, they only require 50 million US dollars, or the equivalent of 750 million rands. Now, 100 million US dollars is looted every month through gold. I've got a pending case where I exposed Henrietta Shwaya, the niece of the president, after she was caught smuggling gold outside Zimbabwe to Dubai. Now, the fact that a journalist has been on remand for more than 2 years for exposing corruption, and yet people are allowed to die, it's not good. And I blame the ANC for some of these things, because when people like myself are arrested for exposing corruption, the ANC should stand up the same way that the frontline states stood up during apartheid, supporting the ANC and the PAC.
Well, I'd like us to delve deeper into just what you are seeing on the ground in as far as the state of health, hospitals, etc. in the country. But just on the point that you're making on the ANC, and Zanu PF, in the ongoing debates around immigration challenges that are faced by South Africa, many locals here in this country, as you know, have bemoaned the loss of jobs to migrants. And in fact, the ANC's International Relations Subcommittee Chairperson, Lindiwe Zulu, weighed in on that matter and has been quoted as saying that all countries need to take responsibility for their citizens. What role then do you think that the Zimbabwean government needs to play here?
It's important that